Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I've got some interesting news. It's about Ukraine, Russia, food crisis, all of that stuff, and some interesting statistics I want to go over with you. This story is entitled "The World Will Face a Severe Food Crisis and Famine," Zelensky says. All right, now I'm going to go over the topics, and then we're going to talk about it because there's obviously people wanting to make their points to make their case for what's going on in that war right now. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky warned that the world will face a severe food crisis with Russia's war on his country dragging on, as he virtually addressed the Shangri-La dialogue in Singapore on Saturday. Zelensky told delegates that his country was unable to export enough food because of Russia's blockade at Black Sea ports, which was preventing exports from being shipped to other countries. He said that Russia's war on Ukraine is a severe uh, threat to the system of international law beyond the impact of his country. All right. So, first off, there's a couple different things going on at play here. Not only is Ukraine unable to export this food, right? But they are also not growing as much food because of the war. Okay, farmers are obviously not out there tilling up fields if they are afraid of their field being either burnt down or destroyed, right? Because of war or so many other things. There's shipments of fertilizer being halted, all kinds of stuff happening, horrible things, right? But this is how important it is, regardless of what narrative you believe, because that's the thing. We've got to sort of filter through all the crap, right? Here's the facts: Ukraine is the world's eighth largest producer and sixth largest exporter of wheat, responsible for 8.5% of the global exports in 2020 to 2021. The crop is predominantly grown in the southern portions of the country. Now, that's a lot of wheat. And regardless if you eat wheat or not, because I guarantee you I'm going to get like a comment from somebody that's gluten intolerant. But my point being is this: those are calories. We have to look at the world as a bunch of people, and they're all eating and consuming, and so they're consuming calories. So I hear that stuff a lot. I think very narrow-minded people say stupid things like, "Well, it doesn't affect me. I'm a vegan," or "It doesn't affect me. And I'm a vegetarian," or "I'm a meat eater. I don't eat wheat." And what I'm saying is, anytime you bring something, "Well, it doesn't affect me." Well, here is the problem with that: the world is this big, right? And there's only so many calories in it. So if a bunch of people can't get those calories from whatever they normally eat, they're going to go figure out where to get those calories from. And it's probably going to be your food supply. And so it is a very serious threat. And it's like we talk about how to store food, why to store food, and all that kind of stuff. There's so many amazing channels like Appalachia's uh, homestead, right? She was nice enough to mention me the other day because she watches this channel, and very sweet lady, but sticking to her guns and telling the truth, right? There's all kinds of places like that that talk about the importance of being self-sufficient, right? Well, there's a lot of people in this country that just can't be self-sufficient. Okay, there's only so much farmland, so much ranch land. So I'm going to be honest with you. This is the time you see these things. Food prices are exploding. The Fed is not getting this under control. And I'm going to be honest with you. They do not want to get it under control because it's going to be a lot easier to push a central bank digital currency down your throat when you're hungry and scared. So they're just going to say, hey, download this app on your phone and here's 10,000 bucks and you're going to have to spend it in the next 2 weeks or you lose it because you're doing a duty to your country. What you really don't realize is that you are getting into a system that's very scary because you can be controlled. And that's why it's important to be out of debt, right? There's going to be specific debts you want to take on, but in the right amount through a business, through an entity, right? So it's not your personal name attached to it. But right now is the time to be storing up stuff because, a lot of people have said, hey, I thought this was an economics channel. And I said, it is. Like, well, all you're talking about is food and like end of the world stuff. I'm like, well, this isn't the end of the world. Get that out of your head. It's a cycle. It's a big cycle. Very, very important cycle. We're talking Great Depression cycle. Okay, you just have to go back 100 years to figure out. Oh, there was a depression in 1920 that most people don't even understand. They don't even know it happened. They go, oh no, Ninja was in the 30s. No, depression of 1920 led to the Roaring 20s, which led to the depression of the 30s. This is all happening in a very compressed amount of time right now. So, and just so you know, it all kicked off with the flu, 1918. Can't make this crap up. So the truth is, you got to get ready for this. Well, this is an economics channel. The problem is we're going into a famine. This is very, very serious. And I don't care if your grocery store is full. The prices are going up, which proves that there's less food out there, less available food, because they can charge more because there's less of it. And there's more people running to go get that food. Um, Yeah, we see pictures of empty shelves. When do people wake up and go, "Oh, I'm going to do something about this now"? That's absolutely ludicrous that people just don't see it. But I guess that's okay. They're just going to be a part of the pain. And government cheese is going to make its way back, and the food lines and the soup lines will make its way back, and the good old government's going to be there to save you. Problem is, at what cost? What are you going to have to give up to them so that you can get some free soup for you and your family? I mean, honestly, let's call a spade a spade. Let's wake up, people. And every time, and I'm going to be honest with you, for every amazing subscriber I have, this channel has grown so fast, it is mind blowing. You guys are awesome. It's you. Every time you go, I agree with that statement, I'm going to hit the thumbs up and I'm going to share this video out. You help the world and you actually help yourself, because as much as you need to, and we want to help other people, you don't want to help as many. And so how do you do that? Well, you help as many people get prepared ahead of time, and then they can also help. And then we're going to crush it. You're not going to be able to get through to 100% of the people. What's going to happen is the 3%, which are us, right? You have the elite, and then you have the 2%, which are us, really. Because we have elite mindset, right? Elite prepare and they think globally and they think farther out than a couple months or a couple weeks. That's how dumb people can't even get past next week. They can't even think about next week. There's all these problems today, and all this crap that they've, buried on top of themselves that they can't even think about next week. But successful people look farther ahead. That's what preppers do, and they're not preppers, they're normal. If you're not prepared, I went to Alaska a couple years back, and I actually, it was really neat for work. I had to go take some computer courses for work in my day job, and I went up and I got to ski at the highest elevation, longitude wise, ski resort in the world. And I was up there getting to meet amazing people, and they were inviting me to their houses, just strangers, inviting me to their homes to go eat. And I, of course, do it because I love meeting people. I love relationship. I love life experience, right? And everybody there is a prepper because they're forced to. But a lot of the world has this uh, fallacy. It's a joke. This thought that food's just going to be at the stores. And I see it sometimes in the comment sections too. I see it when I talk to people. They're nuts. You're going to experience a worldwide famine. That's it. And sure, you may have stuff at your grocery store, but the steaks are just going to be 50, 60 bucks a pound. Cool. Enjoy. Hope you have a good time. No, I actually don't. I hope you actually get ready, and then you come up to me one day when you meet me, because I'm going to travel all over the world to meet everybody. I'm not joking. Like, this is really happening. I'm excited. However, airfare is getting stupid expensive. I can't believe, just I sorry, side note, I flew to San Antonio to meet you guys, and it was like 1,200 bucks, 1,100 bucks for the ticket. I was like, whoa. I mean, it's triple. Um, Going to Puerto Rico pretty soon to meet some subscribers, and it's a lot of money, but hey, praise God, the money's there, right? But the thing is, there's a day when it won't be. And the reason why it won't be is because of you. That's it. Either you're preparing now, you're saving, you're living a meek lifestyle, or you are blowing it all and you just don't care. But you're going to be part of the problem. The sad thing is, I want you to be part of the solution and become wealthy at the same time. This is getting very serious. The Russia war is one thing, but when China moves into Taiwan, and they are going to do it, and I believe they're going to do it in the next 90 days, when that happens, you're going to see some thrills, because you're going to see the world divide geopolitically. It's going to be one team against another, and the food supply crisis is going to only be worsened by that. So would you rather be going to the grocery store right now and getting those extra supplies that you truly need right now? And guys, I don't have affiliate links for any food things or any of that kind of stuff. Um, I wouldn't even know where to start, to be honest with you. But it's like, I truly care about you guys, and I know that you truly care about your own situation too. It's called fight or flight. When you finally get to that point where something's wrong, you need to do something. You get into that fight mode. Well, this is the time mentally to get into that fight mode and prepare. Get some things right now. They're trying to take away your livelihood right now, and they're going to use this, and they're not going to let this good crisis go to waste. Think about how important that is, guys. Start to buy food right now. It's going to affect the economy severely. And yes, buying gold and silver is great. Buying cryptos are great. Buying real estate's great. But you need to eat, because I want you to have a clear mind when I make that video that says, all right, guys, yeah, it's time to go take the mountain. Let's go buy the real estate, or let's go do this. It's time to start the businesses. You're like, okay, I've got food in my belly. I've got savings in my bank. I've got my prep's done, and now I've got to focus on making this world a better place, one acquisition at a time. All right, guys, I thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome. I cannot get enough of this community. Dive into the comment section and watch just how amazing these people, if you're new to this channel, they are. They are truly amazing. You guys are awesome. Have a great day. The Economic Ninja is out.